Today we're going to do something which I never thought I would ever have to do. Last Tuesday, fucking hell, you can interrupt me, why don't you? Last Tuesday I was behind the Barker on the Dursbury Expressway, and unfortunately he's either hit something in the road, or he's had to me it looks like he's hit something and something's exploded, or he's had a blowout, and he's gone straight into the curb like 60 miles an hour and then gone flying into the metal railings, back and then him. And I was probably from here to that silver car in front behind him, and it's probably the most scariest thing that's ever happened to me. I know we have all these close calls and people pulling in front and stuff like that, but you know what I mean, we can do things about that. We can put our brakes on, we can avoid it, we can do this, we can do that. This I couldn't do anything about it apart from just watch it, and watching him there skid across that concrete, then go full blast into the metal railings in his back as well, was probably the most scariest thing I've ever come across since I've been riding. Since I've been driving, I've never seen an accident or anything like that. So what we're doing today is I've tried to get information off the police, because he was in that much shock and pain that we didn't really know his name or anything like that, or where he lives, or where they actually took him, because he wouldn't divulge that information to me, even though I was first on scene, and you know what I mean, pulled him out the railings very, very gently, may I add, yeah, because he was screaming, and I mean screaming in agony. Yeah, I think the first paramedic who got there said it looks as though both legs have been broken. I think one ankle, I think he said, in one of his legs, probably his femur and possibly his pelvis as well. So you can imagine how much fucking pain this poor bloke was in. Yeah, and so he wasn't really in any condition or anything like that to give his name or anything like that. Let's say I stopped with him. Well, it happened I was on my way to work, so it happened at about 9:30 on Tuesday, and I stayed with him till the first ambulance came, and then the police came, and then the bigger ambulance came after that. Yeah, and I stopped with him till everything was sorted. It was about 11 o'clock, I think, something like that, when I finally left. So I've emailed the police officer who was interviewing me actually, what happened and stuff like that, and he was like first on the scene. And I've emailed him asking him, you know what I mean, how is the guy, you know what I mean, where is he, have you got his name, what hospital did he go to, blah 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 blah, etc. And after 4 days of waiting and a couple of emails, he's still not got back to me. So we're gonna try. I was talking to some of the guys at work, and the only way I can try and do this, if I can't get no joy from the police, obviously they by law cannot obviously release his information, because it's all confidential and stuff like that, you know what I mean. So yeah, fair play to them, they can't do that, you know what I mean. So I've got to try and do my own bit of Scooby-Dooing, yeah. So I'm going. I got distracted by Barker then. The guys at work, who, like, some of them live around Runcorn and stuff like that. There's only 3 hospitals which could have gone to, yeah, which is Warrington, Runcorn. Make sure I get it right, fucking lane here. Is Warrington, Runcorn, or Whiston, and they said they wouldn't take him to Whiston because they don't deal with cases of that severity. Yeah. So my first protocol is going to be Warrington, and I've got the police crime number, incident number, whatever you want to call it, with me, just in case they ask me for proof. And I've got I've got the actual footage. I've only downloaded a bit because it's it is on MP4 and it takes loads of space up on your phone. So I've only just downloaded like a snippet of footage of the actual crash. If they don't, you know what I mean, if they don't believe I was there, or I didn't actually get it on my head cam. So we take all that with us, and then we can only ask, yeah, and they can either turn around and say, yeah, it's Joe Bloggs, he's in such a war, blah 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 blah, yeah, and then it's up to me then if I want to go and see him, and I really do, because yeah, it's just one of the things where yeah, he can either turn around and say, get the fuck out of there, you know what I mean, and or he can say, like, you know, thanks mate, thanks for helping me out and pulling me out the railings and shit like that, and not letting me move. Yeah, and all that kinds of stuff, you know what I mean. He's probably not aware who I am because he was fucking well out of it. Yeah, when the the big paramedics came in the larger ambulance to him, they'd already given the morphine, and when I was leaving, they were just before I left, they were going to give him some ketamine because the morphine wasn't actually working. So you can imagine how much pain he must have been in. Yeah. So I'm gonna try. If they do, they do. If it works, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. You know what I mean? Then yeah, we'll see if we can get a picture with him and put him on my YouTube channel, which he probably might not let me do. Or you know what I mean? Or does he want me? I'm going to ask him. Does he want me to put the footage on the YouTube channel or anything like that? You know what I mean? I can always blur his face out and put a grim face over him or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I do on some of the videos of people who don't want to be on it, like. So that's where we're going, and now whether we have any success or not, I don't know. We may do, we may not. It depends how cooperative the hospitals are going to be, and they got all this confidentiality crap and all that, which I understand and I get that. Yeah, but we'll see if they are going to be cooperative or not. Yeah, if not, I'll try and go to the next level, or I'll go to a different hospital, see if I get any joy there, right, like that. You know, I'm not holding up much hope. I'm still gonna chase it up. You know what I mean? If I don't, I tried googling and putting in like motorbike accident on Daresbury Expressway Tuesday, and looking in all the local papers and stuff like that. Well, not looking on, but you know what I mean, looking on the internet and all the headlines and all that. But there was nothing in at all. I looked in Wednesdays, looked in Thursdays, looked in Fridays. You know what I mean? I've emailed the officer back again, and you know what I mean, there's nothing. You know what I mean? It's just like it's more. It's not like being nosy. It's more, I don't know, curiosity to find out how this guy is. You know what I mean? Because he was in a bad way, and I mean a bad way. Right? He was. I said until the other paramedics come, he was screaming in fucking agony, absolutely fucking screaming, and you can't. So you can't do anything or anything like that to him. You can't. First thing you do is I just made sure that he couldn't move, because he was, I'm not being funny, he was trying to get up. Yeah, well, that's your first reaction, isn't it, when you fall right like that? You try and get up off your fucking feet. Same with every biker when they have an accident, then all the adrenaline starts flowing out to you, and then you realise you got a broken leg or your fucking arm's falling off or something like that. So yeah, I had to stop him getting up, and he was. I'm not being funny. He was a big guy. Yeah, I think he said he was 21 or something like that. I don't know. Or he said he was 21, but he was in and out of it. Yeah. I don't know whether I will put the footage up or not. I don't know. Right? It's tempting to get views and all that, but this is not what it's about. It's about a biker who got involved in a serious accident. Yeah, and metal railings, I mean them there. Yeah, but it's the actual silver ones, if you know what I mean. Yeah, 4 of them. He went into 2, and the bike went into the other 2. Yeah. If I get anywhere near Runcorn or anything like that today, I'll try and put like a little snippet in of the actual railings, which I'll put in about now for you to actually see. So here we go. Here's a snippet if I've got it. So as you can see, they are. If I put it in, they are totally in a bad way. And like I say, he's hit the first 2, right? And I said the bike was fucking totaled. That was all over both fucking dual carriageways at either side. So you can imagine how hard he hit it. Yeah, I heard the bark hit it, and then he's absolutely gone straight into it. Yeah, and fair play to him. He wasn't a guy. He had all the gear on. He had the Kevlar jeans on, all the pads inside. He had thermals on, or I think he had jeans, not jeans. He had tracky bottoms underneath. He had RST protective padding on and all that kinds of stuff, which basically it must have fucking saved him, because when we couldn't, me and the ambulance guy, we couldn't cut the Kevlar pants off him. You know what I mean? To have a look at his legs, even like swollen, or it was blocking anything, or you know what I mean? You know when you have a, oh god, this wind's shocking. When like you have an injury and all like your legs and your feet and everything swell up, but when we cut all the Kevlar pants off him, it was okay. You know what I mean? He wasn't swelling or anything like that. And I said the paramedics, when they come, they had to cut his top off, you know, to get the drip in and all that, so they could put the drugs into him. And when they cut his arm off, all his right arm, all his shoulder pad and his elbow pad was fucking gone, wasted. And I mean, it's wasted, and it saved his arm, I think. And all there was a bit, Jesus, this wind is fucking strong. I'm fucking fighting it. And all there was a little bit of fucking road rash on top of his elbow, and that was it. So for all you people who, gotta get out of this fucking wind. For all you people who drive with nothing on right like that, yeah, you need protection just in case something like that happens, because this guy has done nothing wrong. Yeah, alright, yeah, he might have been going a bit fast like I'm doing now, but he wasn't. I say I've got a 125. I think it was an Honda CBR 600. Yeah, and he wasn't flipped in. You know what I mean? As you can see, I was screwing it, but mine's not to 60 in about 12 seconds, where his is about 3.5, I think, something like that. And he wasn't towing it, or he hadn't gone crazy or berserk or anything like that. You know what I mean? He wasn't a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like you see some of them where they have a crash and they're being fucking idiots, pulling wheelies and, you know what I mean, going in and out of cars and all that kinds of shit. But he wasn't one of them. He wasn't one of them guys who did things like that. You know what I mean? And I really feel sorry for him. I really do, because like I said, he did nothing wrong. Yeah, he's just riding down like this now. Whether, like I say, I don't know whether you can see this. The footage is not that clear, because obviously it's 9:30 at night. So. You know what I mean? But it looks as though he's gone over like you know the white arrows in the road. He's gone over one of them. Like one of these coming up here now. He's gone over one of these, and all of a sudden it's like a bit of a puff. And I don't know whether, you know what I mean? His fucking tyres exploded, or is it something what's done him? I don't know. I can't really tell. I've slowed it down. I tried to go frame by frame, but it doesn't. Like I said, this camera's not a fucking GoPro or 500 quid, and it's not in high definition or anything like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not going to pick that kind of shit up. But I just don't know. Yeah, a couple of people said he must have had a blowout, or is it something and it's just like fucking poofed. So you know what I mean? I'm going at that speed, you can't see things like that in middle of the road when it's pitch black. You know what I mean? Not like I can see that thing there, or you can just dodge that because you know it's there. And yeah, no, he's just gone over one of these and bang. Yeah, well, this guy's just gone into his fucking Mercedes. He's not paying attention. But yeah, it was scary. It really was. And what made it worse is that I had to get on my bike after that. I could drive to work. Yeah, alright, I didn't have so far to go. Like, you know what I mean? But fucking hell, yeah. It was very scary, and I got to work, and I don't know, I just couldn't focus. I just couldn't concentrate. I just couldn't do anything. Yeah, I'm trying to log onto my fucking PC at work, and I couldn't do it. I was fucking like that. Incorrect password. I was doing this, and I'm trying to log onto the system for put this on and put that kind of stuff, and I just couldn't focus. And people were saying, I said, what's up? I said, and I told them while I went, fucking hell. Yeah. And I said, one person said to me at work, he said, you don't look white, you look fucking grey. You know what I mean? That's how much it shook me up. So anyway, I had to. I said to some of them there, I said, well, I've got one. I said, I I can't focus. As I said, every time I'm, like I said, looking away, so every time I'm looking down an aisle or something like that, or looking around the corner, so I've just got visions of him just fucking going straight in, and it's, you know what I mean, it's fucking scary. It really was. It really got to me. I mean, it took me a couple of days to actually get over it. You know what I mean? I went home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, there's no traffic on the road at that time of the morning. You know, I get the odd one or two either and everywhere. But I say, you see me riding. Sometimes you see how fast I go and I do stupid things and all that. Yeah, I get that, but I'm doing it kind of safely, if you get what I mean. But I was coming this way, and I'm doing 30 mile an hour in a 40 zone. Right? 30 mile an hour in a 40 zone all the way home. There's 50 zones and all that kinds of stuff coming home, and I was frightened to death coming home. I really was. I was going so slow, and I'm just like that looking at the road. You know what I mean? You don't like focus too much. It's like when you're riding, it's like what's ahead and what's coming up. But I was just like glued to where this white car is here. I was just glued to the road. You know what I mean? I had my full beams on and everything. I was seriously, I was scared shitless. I really was, like, you know what I mean? Ended up like here. I've got over it now. But it was, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have actually been in accidents like that, or, you know what I mean, been thereabouts. But I don't know how you guys feel, but yeah, it shook me up. It really did. Like I say, we're over it now. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things where he's done that wrong. You know what I mean? He doesn't deserve if he's ended up in hospital for fucking so long and he's broke. Oh, I don't know what I did then. He's brought this or he's brought that. I'm not being funny, but he didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve it one iota. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can find him. I said we're coming close to the hospital now, so I think I've ranted on enough about it. But I say if I'm going to put it in, I'll either put it in a separate clip, or I'll just put a bit of footage on this. I'm not gonna show him fucking screaming his head off or anything like that. No, that's probably not what I'll do. I may do. It depends on if I get him and let him, and he says yeah, put it in, blah blah blah, etc. Then yeah, I will do. But yeah, not without his consent, because I don't want to. You know what I mean? Show the guy fucking screaming his fucking head off in pain. I really don't. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I might not even put it in. Yeah, but this is like just a blog, just so like, you know what I mean, what happened last week. So yeah, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Yeah, I don't know. I say it's starting affecting me again, as you can probably tell in my voice. You know what I mean, talking about it, and when I went to actually do the cutting and looking at it, you know, for the police footage and stuff like that, it was really getting to me. It really was, because you just, like I say, you go over that again, don't you? So we'll see what I do. Right, as you can see, we're at the hospital and no fucking joy whatsoever. Went main entrance, they couldn't help me out. Yeah, they don't. And I said I don't know his full name, so they couldn't help me out. So I went to A&E for second attempt and tried it, but no, nothing. Need his full name, so they couldn't help me out, or they couldn't be asked helping me out, wanted to. So I'm sorry, pal, but I've tried my best. Well, I've not, but I'm not going to give up. Definitely not going to give up. Police is next again. And we'll ring them when we get back. We'll see. We'll see what happens from there. It's not going to defeat me. Yeah, little things do. Yeah. And you're not going to defeat me. You're really not. Oh, these fuckers are parked here. We get two folks there. So we're going to keep digging, keep going, and we'll eventually get there. I'm almost sure we will. Just need to find my way home now.